Hello YouTube. So, the day before season 8 comes out of Game of Thrones, I would like to look back a bit at the beginning of season 7. There were several events and things that sparked some controversy and some debate. One of those things that I want to discuss today is the fact that the Lannisters took Highgarden really easily, it seemed. And I've seen people write comments and stuff like that. Well, that doesn't make any sense. The Tyrells are supposed to have the second largest army in Westeros. Highgarden is supposed to be a good castle. How could Jaime Lannister and his army just march in and take it with not too much resistance? The easiest answer, of course, is that, the script writers and directors decided that that was what was going to happen. It is fiction, it is a TV show, as we all know, hopefully. But I think there are some in-world logical reasons why this could have gone down like that. Why there are some reasons that make sense why Jaime and the Lannister army would be able to take Highgarden fairly easily. First of all, yes, the Tyrells have had the second largest army in Westeros, but that includes their vassals. One of their strongest vassals are House Tarly from Horn Hill. And at this point, they have turned cloak. They now serve with Lannisters. I don't know if we are meant to understand that more other vassals of the Tyrells have also done this. And I don't know how large part of the Tyrell army that was actually the Tarly army. But it is a fair amount. Second of all, we are several times during the whole TV series and the whole book series told that the Tyrell and the people of Highgarden are not a very warlike people. So I think we can assume that even if the Tyrell army is relatively large and well equipped, soldier for soldier, they do not have the same quality as the Lannister army. They are not as good soldiers, basically. Third of all, who leads the Tyrell army at this point? Mace Tyrell is dead. Loras Tyrell is dead. Their most powerful vassal has turned cloak and betrayed them. And Lady Olenna, Queen of Thorns, she's absolutely one of my favorite characters. She's awesome, but she's an old woman, and I don't think we should expect her to be a battlefield commander at this point. So let's see now. The Tyrell army is smaller, already severely weakened, it is worse quality. They don't have good commanders. And we must also remember that there is a question of morale here. The Tyrell soldiers know that House Tyrell is doomed at this point. Lady Olenna is the last Tyrell alive, and she is not gonna have any more babies. So when she dies, House Tyrell dies with her. Her vassals know that, she knows that, her soldiers knows that. Now, so let's say that Jaime Lannister and the Lannister army, they defeat the Tyrell army in the field. That Lady Olenna asks him, well, did we put up a good fight? And he answers like, yeah, as good as can be expected. But we could also ask ourselves, why didn't Highgarden just shut its doors and given the Lannisters a long and hard siege to fight? Well, they could have done that, but we know from history that there were a lot of times where castles or walled cities chose to surrender when a large force came. Because, sieges were pretty nasty things. You would have starvation, you would have disease, you would have killings and fighting all over the place. Not a nice thing at all. And it have also been very common throughout history that a city or castle that surrenders gets a fairly lenient treatment from the attacking army, while a city or castle that puts up a fight, force the besieging army to take them by storm, gets a pretty nasty treatment, put to the torch, pillaged, burned, all kinds of nasty business. So again, taking into account that everyone on Tyrell's side knows already that House Tyrell is doomed, I think it makes a lot of sense that they would just open their gates and surrender, and Lady Olenna knows what's coming for her and takes like a last little vengeance by telling Jaime that she was the one who poisoned Joffrey. So that was it. That's why I think that it made pretty much sense that House Tyrell and Highgarden fell so easily. Well, let's look forward to Season 8 tomorrow, and I'm out.